Hello and welcome to another edition of We Stream. Today, we're going to be checking out NF Paid My Dues. Now before we do, I make my own music, so you should check that out.
This track will be heard by a few hundred at best. So to you few I say, share your love with the rest. We scheme together to change the world. A small army of dreamers. So let's see what unfurls. I don't want fame, not for the same reasons. We're all in this war, we commit the same treasons.
And that's the plug. And yeah, sometimes when I make a beat, maybe I copy NF's style a little bit here and there. Who cares? Not important. Alright, so... Ooh, that is a squeaky chair. We can fix squeaky chairs. Alright, Squeak has been taken care of. Okay, anyway. So, here's the thing. With NF, this guy's got a lot of layers and a lot of bars that on a first go, if you say you catch everything, you're a liar. So, here's what I would ask. For all of the bars that I will miss and or not talk about because I don't want to talk about every single thing, if you comment about it, I should say when you comment about it, you damn nerds. Don't be like, oh my goodness, you missed this. Just say, hey, I also think or find it interesting that he might have been saying this in this bar. In other words, don't be a douchebag. I actually do legit reactions where I haven't listened to it and studied it before. Where you're reacting after you've watched 7 reactions and studied the song and all this other crap. So lay off. Anyway, let's see what NF has to say. The boy just dropped an album. I'm surprised we're getting another song already, but I'm not mad. He always does these like full-on film productions. He's got upside-down hanging body here.
Clicks, 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 they'll do anything to get a few.
Haha! Yeah, I mean, guilty as charged. I guess we'll do anything to get him, huh? I feel like my man's calling me out. It's okay. Give the people what they want.
Tick, 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 that's the sound before my head explodes. Quick, 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 look at you up on your pedestals. Quick, 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 hear the critics come, it's time to go.
Alright, so, talking about all the critics that are about to talk trash to him and all the people who are high and mighty in the game of music talking crap to him.
I read your article, it kinda hurt me. I don't know who hired you or what your friends say in your circle, but the fact that you released it tells me 2 things are for certain. They get paid for trashing people, I get paid cause I stay working.
Alright, so he's talking about critics who read all these, hate things, maybe about his new album, who knows? He might be talking about a specific article he read, or articles he read about the album he just dropped, or any of his music, and he's like, I get paid to put in work into this music, and all you get paid to do is be a freaking hater. The people in my comment section don't even get paid, and they're haters, so, I mean, sometimes I like to hate on people too, so.
After searching, they emerge. They get paid for trashing people, I get paid cause I stay working. Drop the searching, they emerge about it.
Drop the Search and They Emergent. I don't know if that has to do with his last album being called The Search. I don't know if that's a throwback to that or just a coincidence or whatever.
Paid for trashing people, I get paid cause I stay working. Drop the searching, they emerge up out of nowhere to the surface. Just a peek behind the curtain, throwing salt at all my burdens.
Alright, so peek behind the curtain of what's happening, throw salt in his burdens. You just really talk about those slimy little people who are just around to throw hate at you.
Out of nowhere to the surface, just a peek behind the curtain, throwing salt at all my burdens. I'm aware I shouldn't give this my attention. Life's a journey, I should just stay on my path and learn to laugh. You think they heard me? Ears are burning, put 'em.
Ears are burning, think they heard me, ears are burning. They always say if your ears are burning, it's because someone's talking about you when you're not around. So you're saying, think you heard them, their ears are burning. He's just talking about all this stuff. I really shouldn't mind it. I shouldn't care about the haters. I should just ignore it, which, sometimes it's easier said than done. If you notice me in my comment section, I will ignore most of them. And then there'll be one that kind of makes me mad. And then the fury I have for the other 50 that I saw goes to that one poor soul who I actually decided to reply to. I think this song is that one poor soul that NF is deciding to reply to right now. I like it.
a journey. I should just stay on my path and learn to laugh. You think they heard me? Ears are burning. Put them out. Quiet, quiet, look around. Why don't they find someone way more interesting to write about? Us, we're kind of boring, aren't we? Oh,
He's referring to himself as us. I mean, what kind of a crazy idiot refers to themselves as us or we? He's a psycho and he should be stopped.
why don't they find someone way more interesting to write about? Us, we're kind of boring, aren't we? All we do is whine and pout. It's confusing, so amusing how I argue with myself. Hello.
I like the little hello, his second self, and confusing, amusing how he argues with himself. But we're about to get to that nice beat drop and probably a flow change, because NF likes to do that, so let's hear him go.
Is whine and pout. It's confusing, so amusing how I argue with myself. Hello. I spit it with these, so leave it to me. Doubt it, but you better believe I'm on a rampage. Hit 'em with the record release. Depending a week, I'm probably gonna have to achieve another goal. Let me go when I'm over the beat. I go into beast mode like I'm ready to feast. I'm fed up with these thieves trying to get me to bleed. They wanna see me taking out. Yep, see what I mean? How many?
Alright, you can't do me like that, NF. I gotta start that all over. I'm gonna see if there's anything I could get out of there, because I'm sure there's a lot. We'll just pick and choose.
Argue with myself. Hello. I spit it with these, so leave it to me. Doubt it, but you better believe I'm on a rampage.
Doubt it, but you better believe. Spit it with ease. He's on a rampage.
With myself. Hello. I spit it with these, so leave it to me. Doubt it, but you better believe I'm on a rampage. Hit 'em with the record release. Depending.
Hit him with the record release, so I think he's talking about the last album.
I spit it with these, so leave it to me. Doubt it, but you better believe I'm on a rampage. Hit 'em with the record release. Depending a week, I'm probably gonna have to achieve another.
A pen in a week? Is he saying he made that album in a week? What? Or maybe he's saying he's gonna make another album in a week.
So leave it to me, doubt it, but you better believe I'm on a rampage. Hit 'em with the record release. Depending a week, I'm probably gonna have to achieve another goal. Let me go when I'm over the beat. I go into beast mode like I'm ready to feast. I'm fed up with these thieves trying to get me to bleed. They wanna see me taking out. Yep, see what I mean?
I mean, it sounds like he's out there talking about his last album where he's saying, I'm about to write an album in a week, drop it because I'm in beast mode. They want me to take an L, but I'm just gonna go for it. I don't know. He's on a mission.
Any records I gotta give you to get with the program. Take it for granted, I'm about to give you the whole plan. Open your mind up and take a look at the blueprint. Debate if you got it, but gotta hold it with both hands.
So throwing his albums into the toilet. He's talking about how I've got all these albums. How many do I need to have that are fire for you to care about them?
Take it for granted, I'm about to give you the whole plan. Open your mind up and take a look at the blueprint. Debate if you got it, but gotta hold it with both hands. Pick at the bars, you gotta be smart. You really.
What, did he say hurdle with both hands? Oh my, so much.
They wanna see me taking out. Yep, see what I mean? How many records I gotta give you to get with the program? Take it for granted, I'm about to give you the whole plan. Open your mind up and take a look at the blueprint. Debate if you got it, but gotta hold it with both hands. Pick at the bars.
Gotta hurdle with both hands.
You gotta be smart, you really gotta dig in your heart if you wanna get to the root of it. Issue pursuing the mental could be dark and be difficult, but the payoff at the end if we can help you to get to it. Hey! And open your mind up and take a look at the blueprint. Debate if you got it, but gotta hold it with both hands. Pick at the bars, you gotta be smart. You really gotta dig in your heart if you wanna get to the root of it.
Alright, so you say pick at the bars, you gotta be smart, you gotta dig at the root of it if you really wanna get to the issues. I'm not smart enough to get to the root of all I'm not smart enough to get to the root of all these bars on the first listen. I'd have to see them on paper and digest them and but this is
when the mental could be dark and be difficult, but the payoff at the end if we can help you to get to it. Hey, my dose, made it through. Woo, 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 spread the nose. I'm on the lows. Woo, 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 making moves. I need some room. Woo, 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 always cold. Well, don't assume. Hey, I'm the truth. Oh, they want some proof here. Don't be rude. Something new. Even when I lose, I make it look cool. Do the show, then we hit the room. Life is looking old. What to do? I don't need the shades up to like the view.
There's a lot even in that hook. Don't need the shades up. He likes the view. He talked about being the truth and they need some facts to prove. There's a lot even in the freaking hook.
It's time to get back in the swing of things.
Swing of things while he's on a swing with his little balloons that he always has.
My life crashes, I'm not the guy that'll flee the scene. I'll take on
I like that little bar. When my life crashes, I'm not the guy that flees the scene.
in the swing of things. When my life crashes, I'm not the guy that'll flee the scene.
Which is, he's talking about suicide there, if you don't know. That bar is when my life crashes, I'm not the one that flees the scene. I guess I'm saying that as if that's a for sure thing. The way I think he's saying that is he's basically saying he's not the artist that's going to commit suicide when his life goes off the rails. Because when my life crashes, I don't flee the scene being his life crashed. Flee the scene, commit suicide. I'm pretty sure that's what that bar means. If so, it's pretty dope. That's how I took it. That's why I liked it right away.
Time to get back in the swing of things. When my life crashes, I'm not the guy that'll flee the scene. I'll take ownership and own it and raise my hand if it's me. Just remember though, I'm only a man, I'm a human being. Don't
Alright, so I'm a man, I'm a human being, I'm gonna make mistakes. Come on!
and raise my
You know, I can understand making mistakes, NF. Some of us might have thought that the Joker beat Dick Grayson instead of Jason Todd, and sometimes it's hard to live that kind of stuff down.
hand if it's me. Just remember though, I'm only a man, I'm a human being. Don't they see? Shoot the breeze, I'd rather just stay discreet.
Shoot the breeze, or rather stay discreet. You know, shooting's not very discreet.
A man, I'm a human being. Don't they see? Shoot the breeze, I'd rather just stay discreet.
I love what he did there with the audio there. The harmonies that really filled up the stereo pan. It's a little trick that I like to use sometimes. Listen to how cool that Shoot the Breeze is. It's like a different harmony, and it really spreads out if you're wearing headphones.
A man, I'm a human being. Don't they see? Shoot the breeze, I'd rather just stay discreet. People claim they're in your corner, but leave you in times of need. They don't listen, do they? What? They don't listen to anything.
He's doing that a lot. What? Anything. The ad-libs are really cool in the stereo and the headphones. I like it. And he's just talking about people who are like in your corner, but then not when you need them.
I'll accept advice if it's not presented ignorantly. Look, costs are high.
I'll accept advice if it's not presented ignorantly. You know, never take advice from someone, or never take criticism from someone, I should say, that you wouldn't take advice from. Just food for thought.
Anything. I'll accept advice if it's not presented ignorantly. Look, costs are high, they multiply, they cause divides. I'm forced to fight the poison I've been sipping on. It's quite the bite. It killed me twice. They rigged the lights so y'all can see the parts of mine that aren't so bright. See, often I apologize and authorize the awful times to pop up. Like I'm right behind you, I'd advise you not to try to climb inside the mind like I do. Keep the rhyme book expedited, overnighted, hold it tight and hope the time is on my side. Cause if it's not, then I'll decide to override my own demise. I told the line too close and I could improvise. I'd empathize, but recognize the fact that I could jeopardize some record lives. You better give me your attention and undivided.
Whew. There's a lot in that. A lot. I'm not going to try to get to all of it. I'm going to play it back again to stop at a couple parts that I liked.
Aren't you right? See, often I've been presented ignorantly. Look, costs are high, they multiply, they cause divides. I'm forced to fight the poison.
There's a little math thing, you know, they multiply, cause divide. So he did a little, just in his simple storytelling, even he had a little math there. Sorry about the sniffling and stuff. I have a pretty bad cold right now, but I'm here for you.
And I've been sipping on, it's quite the bite. It killed me twice. They rigged the lights so y'all can see the parts of mine that aren't.
They rigged the lights so you could see the parts of mine. So there's a lot of little, tiny little wordplays NF likes to put in there that I like.
Aren't you right? See, often I apologize and authorize the awful times to pop up.
Apologize and authorize the awful times. I think what he's talking about is apologizing to someone who's done something bad to him. That's how I take that bar. Apologize and authorize the awful times. I take that as like when you apologize for something maybe you shouldn't have apologized for, but you're just taking the blame anyway. It's something that, like, we live in the cancel culture. You do something and now you're all wrong. And I always say, like, one of the best ways to fight cancel culture is not to apologize if you really didn't do anything wrong. Even if everyone's mad at you, it's just mob mentality. They're all just getting mad at the same thing. They don't even know why they're mad. Don't apologize for it. You're going to justify it and make it worse. That might not be what that bar is, but that's what I hear.
They multiply, they cause divides. I'm forced to fight the poison I've been sipping on. It's quite the bite. It killed me twice. They rigged the lights so y'all can see the parts of mine that aren't so bright. See, often I apologize and authorize the awful times to pop up. Like I'm right behind you, I'd advise you not to try to climb inside the mind like I do. Keep the rhyme book expedited, overnighted, hold it tight and hope the time is on my side. Cause if it's not, then I'll decide to override my own demise. I told the line too close and I could improvise. I'd empathize, but recognize the fact that I could jeopardize some record lives. You better give me your attention and undivided.
And then just recognize that he could jeopardize lives. So basically, he's such a big influence on people that what he says could really impact people's and mess up their lives. And so he's like, so you better listen, because if you listen to everything I say, I'm not going to mess up your life. So listen closely.
My dose, made it through. Spread the nose, I'm on the lows. Making moves, I need some room. Always cold, well don't assume, don't assume. Hey, my dose, made it through. Spread the nose, I'm on the lows. Making moves, I need some room. Always cold, well don't assume, don't assume.
Uh-oh. What is he doing? Lost smile? I don't know. I can never figure out his little symbolisms in some of this. He was drawing the smile that he's been wearing, that kind of blackish Joker smile or whatever you want to call it, and Lost. I don't know if that's the title of a new album he's making, because it was kind of, you know, a square vinyl shape. Maybe, who knows, man. That'd be cool. Woo! Alright, so, NF, man, he never disappoints. I love his music. There's so many layers to it. I'm gonna really enjoy listening to the song again later, picking up on more that I undoubtedly missed. There's a lot of stuff that I cut that I didn't really address fully, but there was just a lot going on in that song. It was so good. So, quick update on the channel. I do have a new mask coming since this was all cracked up. Someone was kind enough to donate $7. They'll be getting a shout out on a later video once the mask has arrived. Right now it's supposed to be on Monday, so yay. Every Friday I release a new song from my upcoming EP Binge. Follow along and see where this weird prescription pill poppin' album, or EP, not album, is going. There'll be more epic rap battles of history stuff and more princess rap battle stuff coming. So calm your balls. It will happen. It just happens as it happens. There's a couple of smaller artists I'm going to be reacting to as well, so if I do that, please show up and show them some love. Yeah, until next time, I scheme, you scheme, we all scheme for ice cream. Bye!